How's everybody doing? Welcome to the MLC, that is the Mr. Limba channel. All my brothers, welcome to the brotherhood. This is Mr. Limba. Now, before I get into today's topic, I want to talk about what's coming up on my channel. Some of you brothers have requested that I drop some of my classic relationship videos where I talk about the kind of women that you should get involved with and the kind of women that you guys should not. Don't worry, I got the message, or the messages. I'm gonna drop one soon, and by soon I mean tomorrow. So stay tuned, it's right around the corner. I got you. Now for today's topic, I want to talk about Black Negro Manosphere Beefs, Turmoil, and Safety. Now, if you guys been following YouTube for the last few days, you probably know there's a lot of drama going on regarding a few black YouTubers. Now, if you don't know, then you just leave it at that. I'm not about to call out anybody's names. I'm not about to mention anybody's names. I don't like to be dragged into drama because it is a distraction from the mission. And the mission is to better my brothers. But I always like to teach on certain events, especially when there's a learning opportunity within such events. Now, for those of you who remember a video I dropped not too long ago called "Should You Show Your Face on YouTube?" I'm going to show you guys that I am a brother that is gifted with intuition. Now, I believe it is from the Most High. For those of you who are spiritually sensitive, you can call it a natural talent. I'm not some psychic. I can't see the future. I'm not claiming any of that foolishness. What I am saying is that certain people have certain natural gifts. Like a singer can sing without having to go to any school to teach them how to sing. They open their mouths and they are a natural. I am able to be a bit intuitive. I'm able to kind of see and feel what's coming because I look at human life like a mathematical equation. 2 + 2 must equal 4. So when I look at people's lives, when I look at the social environment, when I look at the political environment, the economic environment, I'm able to put together facts and I'm able to see almost a clear picture of what's coming. And in that video, should black men show their face on YouTube? Or better yet, should you show your face on YouTube? That was the title. Should you show your face on YouTube? I warned brothers about the danger. Because before that, I realized a brother dropped a video and he has a mega channel. He's in the Black Manosphere. And somebody ran up on that particular brother. And that person was unhappy about something they said. And he was saying, when y'all see me in the streets, don't be coming at me in all kinds of ways and blah, blah, blah. And what I realized that brother did not understand is that the danger he could have been in. This person ran up to blabber off. But that particular person could have been holding a weapon. They could have attacked you, shot you, stabbed you, harmed your children that are with you, or your woman. And I warn brothers about it is not called being a coward when you don't show your face. And I understand the urge that we all have when we teach on YouTube to show our faces because we really want to interact deeply with our viewers. But on the real, it can be dangerous. It can be dangerous. And I warned about that, and some brothers responded and they said maybe they would stop showing their faces on YouTube. Because it is about being wise and not about being tough or who you roll with or how gangster you might be. Now, This week, a particular black YouTuber, which is very famous, but not so much loved, I should say, in the black community. He was in New York. You guys heard about it. And if you haven't, well, I guess you don't follow the manosphere that closely. But that particular individual was punched in the face. Now, whether or not you agree with him getting punched, that is not the point. The point is, it could have been any of your favorite YouTubers. Meaning it could have been any person that you actually agree with. And that is the danger I warned about. Now, if he was, God forbid, shot in the head or shot in the face, it could have been a completely different story that we're talking about right now, and that other brothers on YouTube are talking about. If he was shanked, stabbed, it could have been a completely different story. That is why I had dropped that video, should you show your face, on YouTube. That was my warning. And I talked about wisdom, because a lot of brothers are going, oh, man, I ain't scared of nobody. I got peoples. I know who I roll with. I got bodyguards. At the end of the day, the strongest enemy you can have is the one that you do not know you have. Because you don't see it coming. Neither do your bodyguards. And a person may be a bodyguard that keep you from getting jumped. They may not be able to keep you from getting shot, sprayed up, or stabbed. They may not be able to protect you from a stalker that's stalking your family. Now, this same particular YouTuber, from what he said on his channel, people have said very nasty things to his children. That shows you that your family can also be in danger. And we need to be wise, because I teach wisdom on this channel. So if you're not a YouTuber, you might be wondering, what does this have to do with me? Well, what it has to do with you is you can realize something about myself, something about the Mr. Limber channel, and that is intuition. A lot of things that I tell you, brothers, about yourselves, regarding relationships, regarding the economy, they are well calculated, intuitive thoughts. It is not just some hot air. It is not just something I'm throwing out for views or any other reason. I'm seeing it ahead of time, and I'm trying to warn you before it happens to you. Once again, I've said this and I'll say it again. That is real love. That is real brotherhood. Because I don't know any of you personally. So when I say these things, I'm really trying to warn you out of love. Because I am tired of seeing my brothers getting hurt, either by people of other ethnic group and other nationalities, and even worse, from each other. Because the black on black crime, rather it is a punch, a kick, somebody getting stomped out, rape, that molesting uncle, it is at an all-time high. We have to admit this. We're not into bashing our people on this channel, but we must admit that we do have a problem. So, to all the brothers that say, I know people, I'm not scared, I'm not a coward, understand that you got two things in life: inhale and exhale. And if any one of these crazy dudes out there take any one of those two things away from you, it's over. So just be careful, man. If you do your thing, you want to show your face, you're a grown man, that's fine. Be very careful and understand the kind of danger that you might be putting yourself in. Now, I also dropped another video a while back warning YouTube teachers. That video was called Warning Black Male YouTube Teachers. And the reason I made that video was because I wanted to warn them about being consistent in what they teach and so they could practice it themselves and be a good example to those who follow them. Because a lot of our brothers are depending on what we're saying, they're practicing it, they're putting it into application, and you know, we have to be responsible, and we have to be held accountable in what we teach. This particular brother was saying one thing throughout his channels, and in one of his videos he was kind of saying something else. And I understand that happens when you're a big channel. You start to sensationalize, you want to keep viewers and subscribers, and you say stuff that are not consistent, but you got to practice what you preach. So doing about a day ago or so, you know, a particular brother was saying a few things on his channel, and a lot of people were saying it's a bad look. You know, it doesn't look right. You coming off across as weak. You coming across like the men that are raised by the single mothers that you talk about, you know, and so forth. Now, whether or not you agree with what the people were saying, and I'm not really going to go ahead and say I agree or disagree with what the people were saying. I'm going to stay out of that. But what I wanted to point out is the reason why his own followers were criticizing him and telling him it's not a good look, the way he's reacting to a particular beef he's having with a particular other brother on YouTube, is because he teach certain ways. So the people who follow you are holding you accountable. And if you are a follower, you need to hold them accountable. You know, I'm not saying go out and troll people and just, you know, be annoying in the comment sections. But when people are saying things that seem like they're flip-flopping, when they're doing things that are out of character, 1 second they talk about being a classic brother, 1 second they talk about how you should avoid violence, and the next second, they being all gooned out, calling dudes out, saying I'm posted out here, you know what you want to do, come outside, I'm gonna fly to your city, I'm coming to your town, I want to see you speak smack when I get over there. This is not what we expect from our YouTube teachers. If you are a teacher, you got to be accountable. And if you are a viewer, make sure you hold them accountable. Because it is important that brothers practice what they preach and don't confuse some of our weaker brothers that are out there who really need good advice. You know, because this same particular YouTuber at one point was telling men to avoid, well, most of the time tell men to avoid single mothers. And eventually, you know, was saying something different. And that's why I kind of, you know, made that video warning brothers on YouTube to be consistent. You don't want to confuse our brothers, and we want to keep it real. My last and final point. I also dropped a video called A Call to Black Men. A Call to Black Men was about black men falling out. We always falling out. I don't get it, but I call it the Negro ego. The Negro ego gots to go. The Negro ego is exactly the reason why the black woman don't listen to most of you brothers. Because she also suffers from the Negro ego. You can't tell her anything. You can't tell her something for her own good. She will fight with you because of the Negro ego. Black people seem to have a bigger ego than any other group of people on the planet. And that ego is worse and higher when it is amongst their own people. You can't check them. You can't control them. You can't say anything to anyone without them getting mad. You can't drop a video mentioning any brother's name with criticism or constructive criticism without him making 10 videos going at you in a negative way. And I'm not talking about constructive criticism. I'm talking about in a negative way. The Negro ego. In this particular video, I warned the brothers about falling out. Brothers are always falling out. We cannot afford to keep having fights over every little thing. We can't afford that anymore. I said we can't afford it in that video, A Call to Black Men. We got too many problems within our communities worldwide. Our own family structures are black women, most of them. Our children doing a lot of things that they should not be doing very early. Our men not being able to lead because most of them do not know how to lead. We have serious economic situations on the horizon. And you guys know once the economy go, it's all gonna go. Once the economy goes, it is all gonna go. We have political issues, and now we have a lot of racial tensions boiling up if you are in the USA. We have no time to fall out. We have a responsibility. We are on YouTube to teach. We're not on YouTube to beef. That's why the Negro ego gots to go. Another thing I want to point out is that not everything needs to be responded to. Brothers feel like they should make a video about everybody who opens their mouth and say something. Now, I'm not saying you can't make a response video, but when you make 3, bruh, let it go. You're not teaching your people anymore. You're just stirring up drama. And unfortunately, our people love drama. If there's drama there, they will subscribe, they will follow, and they'll keep tuning in. I don't get it. Drama does not solve our problems, but we love it. Not everything needs to be replied to. Some people are trolls. Some people are big popular trolls. I had a particular YouTuber harassing me, a very, very small channel, almost non-existent, because you guys see what I got. Now, I know my teachings is important to those who follow, so I dropped the videos. You know, this brother had thousands of subscribers, and he had an issue with one of my subscribers who dropped a link on another brother's video, not even on one of his channels, on one of his videos on his channel. This brother who follows me dropped a link on a smaller YouTuber's channel, and he wanted to bash that link that my follower dropped to one of my videos. Not because he had an issue with it, just because he didn't like it. I guess he didn't like the fact that somebody was promoting someone else besides him. And he was also on that channel bashing that smaller YouTuber too. Now, he came over to my channel, dropped a ignorant comment on one of my videos. He wasn't talking about the video. He was just talking about me. And I didn't know what it was about. So I investigated, found out it was because somebody dropped a link to one of my videos on someone else's channel. I looked at what was going on. The brother was just going around harassing different people. Why is he doing this? I don't know. The man has over 10,000 subscribers, I think. You know, at one point I thought it was 3, but I checked again. I think it was about 10,000 subscribers. Why would you mess with such a small channel? I don't know. I can't help you if I have a beef with you because I don't have enough people to go over to your channel. You know, but that's where being a man comes in. I just ignored him. Not everything needs to be addressed. Not everything you need to go at. I'm not saying you can't reply with 1 video or maybe 2 videos, but when you're on your 3rd reply video, you got to drop it, man. When you're just going on live rants, no, man. It's not good. It's not good. Not everything needs to be addressed. That is part of being a man. Even when dealing with a woman, you cannot address everything she does. You need to know what's not important and you leave alone, because she's also testing you and trying to see your strength. And certain things she does, you got to check it like there's no tomorrow, because she's also trying to see your strength. Will you let that slide? But you're not a woman. You can't nitpick about every little issue. And we can't be falling out over every issue. Sometimes we started out as the best of brothers, man. Whether it is in your private life where you helped a brother out when he was financially, unstable, or, about to lose his house, you give him some money for his mortgage. You know, that's a problem when many of you brothers feel the need to go at everything, especially when you are a teacher. And if you are a follower on YouTube, this applies to your personal lives. Not everything needs to be checked, man. Not everything you need to go at, man. Part of being a man is to let certain things go. If you grew up in the hood, you probably know that best. Sometimes you check somebody so they don't walk all over you. And at another time, you gotta let it go or you're gonna get lit up. Just keeping it 100, man. Recap, and then I'm gonna shut this down and let y'all brothers go about y'all way. Warning to black male YouTubers. You gotta practice what you preach. This is exactly why your followers are saying this is not a good look. This does not look right. If you seem to be going off of what you preach, and then you talking about what is the principle you all don't understand, brother, it's not about the principle, it's about the mission. We have a mission that we owe our people. That's why we on here. Yeah, I know that's the principle. When somebody try you, you want to check that. But on the real, we are being distracted from the important messages that you're bringing out every day. A lot of people sometimes look up to you. Got to keep that in mind. Recap, should you show your face on YouTube? If one of you guys are thinking about making your own channel, think about that. I'm not saying don't do it, but think about the repercussions and the possible problems that come with it. And the last thing, a call to black men. We can't afford falling out any longer. There's too much going on and there's too many negative things coming our way. In the near future, that is. And that's why I decided to talk about different things on my channel and not just relationships. Everything that involves the black man and that he needs to know as the leader of his family and his people. Black Negro Manosphere Beefs, Turmoil, and Safety. You already know to stay tuned. Tomorrow I'm dropping another video on relationships. Things that the black man should know. And if you're a man of any ethnicity, this channel also speaks to you too. If it is regarding relationships, you got something to learn. If you are a woman, this channel does not speak to you, but you can follow anyway and learn indirectly. With that said, this is Mr. Limba. Much love. I'm out.